Hey Lee, cat treats? You want some cat treats? Not right now? Okay, I'll give you some later. So, it's been another sleepless night in the world of carving fusion. But really, what do you have to complain about? Not too much. You've lost some sleep. I'm happy sitting here. The sun's rising. And I got this piece of wood to carve while the world is in a huge pandemic. Here's a shout out to my good friend George. I hope you're doing good, George, if you get the chance to see this video. And I hope you're on the road to recovery. This piece here is a piece of wood I got from the beach maybe last week, couple weeks ago. It's been in my room right beside my TV for like, I'd say a good week. This is a root ball. I want to say when I look at this piece, I can tell it's been cut. So this is the root ball. This piece would be down in the ground. This piece has been cut, but it's not cut here or here, but it's cut flat here. Believe me, I can see chainsaw marks in there. So you can see, I think maybe it was two trees growing into one tree and they cut it. And then this part here is the healing part of the tree. But it just kind of doesn't make sense to me because this would be underground, because here's a root. These are roots because they're faced this way, right? Towards the ground. When you get up here, they're faced that way. You know, roots face this way into the ground. These ones face that way. So anyways, long story short, it's got some good cracks in it. You think I really care? I really don't care. You know, another thing too, like I say in some, I'm going to be making a beachcomber video here pretty soon. And I'm going to be taking my hatchet and my saw and showing people how I find good wood and how to find the differences of the wood. The best tip that you can get if you're just beginning wood carving, you don't know about trees and stuff like that, look at the bark. You see here, this is bark right there. But when you get into the roots of trees, the bark is different. Like even cedar bark is different than it would be on the tree. On the tree, it's stringy, but the roots, it's all different. So I don't know what kind of wood this is. So I'd say to anybody that's going beachcombing or has like a forest or something, you don't know trees that well, and you don't know, take a piece of the bark home from the tree, or whatever. Find another tree. Take pictures of the branches, the leaves. The leaves will tell you too, and just Google it. Google tree search and trees in your area. Then look at the bark, and then look at the leaves, and that's a good indication what kind of wood you got. So anyway, so I don't keep talking here. You know, this would be like a cane. That's probably, let's see, it's probably like, I'd say 3.5 feet tall. So what I do when I want to carve a piece like this is going to be leaning against somebody's wall, right? And it's the same thing for walking sticks, but walking sticks is a bit different. That Christmas thing needs to go away. But the walking sticks are a bit different. Like what I do is I'll lean it against a wall and see where it will want to, like, okay, so here it is. I'll see where it will want to roll. Okay. So it wants to sit fine like that. So if it wants to sit fine like that, there's no crack here. Well, there's a crack right there. There's a crack here, but I got a good face to carve on it. Right? Let's see here. I could do it that way. But look, it doesn't sit that well. Okay? But when I carve walking sticks, here's a walking stick right here. It's just a simple beaver art. See beaver art up top here? And it's got a wood sport. I put it on the hand. Okay, before I carve it, I put it on my hand and see where it wants to go. Okay, so it wants to go there. The wood spirit will be faced out front. So like put it against the wall. See where it wants to sit. Let's see here. See where it wants to sit. Boom, it sits perfect just like that. Because that's where people will put it, against a wall or in a corner, right? So always try and find the balance of your stick. Which way it wants to go, right? Like let's try and put this like this way. Lean it against the wall this way. Boom. Rolls down. Sits flat that way, right? So I put the spirit face on the front that way. Because good chances are it's gonna be a display piece, and they might not use it as a walking stick. So find out what they want to do, really, what they want to do. Anyways, I guess I should get upstairs. For this piece here, I'm gonna try and carve a weird ass wood spirit. Here, why not? This could be like a horn here. I could also maybe have this horn. See those, like a horn right here and a horn on the right and horn on the left. And I don't know. Sometimes, you know, sometimes people will use the knots as a nose. But sometimes those knots are all the way rotten through. And I'm not too sure about these knots. So I might use this as a nose. I'm not too sure yet. And you see that crack right there? It looks kind of hollow inside that crack. That gives me an indication that there's rot inside there. So I might make this a two-part video and upload them both together at once. So this will be the first video, and the second video will be I'm upstairs. Come on, sit there. Carving. Oh yeah, this is a piece of beaver art on the bottom too. Gotta love that beaver art. But anyways, so see how this goes today. I might even go beachcombing. Yep.